2-0 victory. Overall thoughts on the way your team played?
Yeah, we won. That's about. Yeah, I mean, like I told the guys at the end of the game, like, we don't apologize for winning. You should feel some level of satisfaction in getting a result, but like, we have to play better. Yeah, it just wasn't great. Wasn't clean enough. We were too slow. We didn't play into the right areas. We turned some bad balls over, and then like, there were moments that could have really caught us. So, in a game that you can put to bed in the first half, we don't, and then you have chances to do it in the second half, we still can't finish it off. And then there's relying on a video replay penalty decision. I haven't seen it yet, but the ref called it a pen at first and then overturns it. So, I mean, thank goodness, but like, it's awfully dangerous in a game that we feel, yeah, they're competitive and they worked hard, but like, we gotta see that one through quicker.
You gave up no shots, and just, I know you've always said that defending is an 11-man job, but
Right.
Did the defensive performance look as impressive to you as it did on the stat sheet, and what was the approach or the key to it?
No, I mean, I think honestly, it's like, if I'm honest with myself, I think when I go watch the video, it's going to be one of those games I'm going to watch and go like, oh, we were better than I thought when I watched it. You know, oh, we created more than I thought, or oh, we really weren't threatened as much as I felt like on the bench. And it's probably a game that just, when you play midweek games, and we used to say it whenever we play ACC teams midweek, like, these are total traps. And yeah, Incarnate's got like every bit of juice in order to win the game. They're coming off a game that was over in the first 10 minutes for them on Friday night against an NAI team, and like, you know, we're traveling to California and coming back and, you know, see out a hard result at Cal. So I think maybe when I really sit back and analyze, I'll feel a little differently, but yeah, we need the day off tomorrow. You know, from the coaches who, coaches need a day off. The players need to get away. Like, we need to reset. You know, our captain said in the huddle, like, you know, let's take a little bit of joy in doing something we haven't done so far this year and getting 2 wins in a row. And I was like, really? And you know, when you think about it, it's true. So, yeah. So take a little bit of satisfaction there, but we can be better for sure.
Neve back for his second game. You got a few minutes out of Frederick Skillberg tonight. What does it mean to you and your team to have them back in your lineup?
Yeah, I mean, those are really important pieces. I mean, Frederick, I mean, as a freshman, he had 7 goals and a bunch of assists. And, you know, last year he played hurt all year, and then, you know, he deals with his injury, and now he's finally coming back. And, you know, say he's 90-something%. He's still not like everything he wants to be, but he sure helped us tonight. You know, I'm happy we, you know, we took the decision to give him, you know, we told him the activation today we were going to give him, you know, 15 minutes at the end of the first half, and he performed well. And I said, well, probably not going to bring him on at the end of the game, so let's give him a run to start the second half. And, you know, he did well again. So, yeah, it was a good chance to get him in the game and get him back into it. If we can get him up and going again, back to what he can be, like, he has some really unique talents and how he can unlock a back line. So yeah, it was great to have him back, and then Neve to have him, you know, back. Yeah, it was a very good goal. You know, he's dealt with an injury or an issue, you know, for the first handful of games, and now that he's feeling better, like, it's a nice boost to have a little more attacking threat. Yeah, and you know, now we have Jalen, Danny, Neve, Freddie gets a little more clogged, and got a couple of young guys who can play in there too. So, but yeah, it's a good problem to have.
Bailey Sparks is now 4 for 4 on penalties. tied for the national lead. You obviously have,
National lead in penalties?
yeah,
I didn't know that was a stat. Okay, cool.
I learned that from John during the broadcast.
Yeah, nice.
You obviously got several guys who can strike the ball. What makes him the guy that you go to, that you turn to when the ball goes to the spot and you need a goal?
Yeah, I mean, was the decision made within preseason. There were a couple other guys who are more than capable of taking them. It was not an easy decision. A couple of those guys had like slight injuries. When I said, we all think of like international games or professional teams when you see it and there's like a spat over who's going to take a pen, and I saw that coming, and I just said like, well, I'll just make the decision for us. And I said, Bailey, take it, and the kid's 4 for 4. So yeah, he's just a confident young man, and like nothing really rattles him. He's just going to step up, and you know, he could be having the best game in the world and he's going to score, and you know, he could be having his worst game ever, and like I don't think he's phased when he steps up and takes a penalty. He's got a ton of confidence and belief in himself, and we trust him, and yeah, put that relieved all anxiety when he puts it away with whatever it is, 10 or 12 minutes left. We go, okay, this one's probably done.
The one thing that you could definitely tell about a keeper that didn't get to face a shot today is that Martin is very vocal, extremely so. And the players said it, and we definitely noticed it. From a coaching perspective, does that give you some confidence in him, or what does he bring with that part of his game?
Yeah, I mean, Martin is like, he's an elite shot stopper when the game is in tight. Like if I had to pick a goalkeeper in small sided, like that's your guy. Because if we were going to go play indoor, like this guy's really quick and yeah, really brave in like little small reaction things. So, but yeah, he's managed the games well so far. Yeah, he didn't have a save to make tonight, but I felt that he was really secure in like how he passed the ball, and his decision making was good. And like, look, at the end of the day, goalkeeping is a position that like wonderful moments or bad moments are completely like, right there for everybody to see. So, yeah, he was smart in how he handled it, and like the guys, they believe in Martin, as do we. So yeah, he's stepped up and done well, and yeah, he's going to continue to ride the positive momentum, and yeah, we trust him, and he's done really well.
You moved Brock Pope to the middle tonight. What did you think of his performance, simply from being in a new spot and also from the vocal organizational aspect of playing in the middle of the back line?
Yeah, I mean, Brock he's a winner, right? If you describe him with one word, the kid's a winner. So you could play him anywhere, and he would give you like every ounce that he has, which is a remarkable trait and will do him very well in life. Yeah, like he's just an ultra competitor, and he's going to give you everything in any position. So playing as a center back, like it asks a little more on how to read the game and build out. But and then if you ask him to win things in the air and to win duels, like he's going to do it. I will tell you, like he will only remember one moment from the game, and it's the ball he tries to back heel that results in a potential pen. And like, yeah, that's going to eat him up. And I like that about him, that he did 50 other actions in the game perfectly well, and then the one action that he messed up, like he will likely lose sleep over that, and says a lot about his competitive nature. So yeah, he's very valuable. But I thought Lamar's done great on the left. That's new for him too, and O's super steady, and yeah, both those, all three of those guys have done well. And then I thought Kieran and Nico had good games tonight as well.
We talked about Martin stepping in for the last couple of games and getting Freddie and Neve back, but another new guy who got some run tonight, Brendan Baird, joining your rotation up front. A little bit different look than the other guys that you've been playing up front. What did you think of his performance, and what does he add to that rotation?
Yeah, I mean, Brendan's been in the program 3 years, and he's played a little bit his freshman year. Didn't play in last year's team. Has shown like unbelievable resolve and desire to compete and be here. Yeah, if you would have asked me 6 weeks ago, I mean, he was coming off getting a small knee thing fixed. Finally found his way back in towards the end of preseason. But like he's been super hungry and bright in training, and like, yeah, maybe it shows that there's more depth within this group than people may think, and maybe some guys need a chance. He needed a chance. I thought he did well. You would not know that was his first minutes in a long time, because he put himself about well. He put himself in good spots. He had a couple good looks for goal. Yeah, he should be very proud of that performance, and he should, there's a lot of positive momentum and belief that comes from that. So yeah, we're happy with what he's done, and yeah, just the resolve that he showed to finally get that chance. It's pretty neat when we told him, hey, you're gonna get some minutes tonight during activation today, and you could see him trying to play it cool, but just kind of beaming and waiting for the chance. So he deserves it. It's not a charity operation here. He and Freddie and Neve all haven't played a bunch, and tonight they got a significant amount of time. So gives us more looks going forward, which is good for this group.
So you get a shutout in a game that you should have won. You didn't give up a shot, and now you've got the number 17 or whatever Virginia Tech team coming in Friday.
Yeah.
You're giving your guys tomorrow off, but what do you want to tighten up between now and Friday?
Oh. There's a lot. We got to play better. Yeah, it seems like every time we turn around, there's a top 20 team coming around. So it's the joys of the new league, which is great. I mean, that's what we want. So yeah, to tell you the truth, Jaime Coach Ibarra leads the scouting reports along with Michael, and they have started the study of it. I have not seen a lick other than some highlights of their games earlier in the year. So I'm sure they'll be downloading games tonight and starting to watch that. What's next? But yeah, I mean, we're at home. We gotta play better. We gotta pass the ball better. We gotta create more chances. We gotta share the ball quicker. We have to move the ball back around the back line quicker. We have to get Nico and Kieran the ball isolated, and then we gotta find their interior players to turn and face forward and try to create some chances. So, and then we got to be really smart in how we defend and kill off transitional moments. So, there's a lot to clean up, but we're 5 weeks into this or whatever it is, and we took take a fourth win and move forward.